He'd lost his father just a day ago, but this evening at Highgrove in Gloucestershire, some personal words of reflection from Prince Philip's eldest son.
I particularly wanted to say that my father, I suppose the last 70 years, has given the most remarkable, devoted service to the Queen, to my family, and to the country, and also to the whole of the Commonwealth. And as you can imagine, my family and I miss my father enormously. He was a much-loved and appreciated figure. And apart from anything else, I can imagine, and we're so deeply touched by the number of other people here and elsewhere around the world in the Commonwealth who also, I think, share our loss and our sorrow. And my dear papa was a very special person who, I think, above all else, would have been amazed by the reaction and the touching things that have been said about him. And from that point of view, we are, my family, deeply grateful for all that. It will sustain us in this particular loss and at this particularly sad time. Thank you. Thank you.
Such a public tribute at a time of such private grief cannot have been easy. Much has been written about the ups and downs of the relationship between Prince Charles and his father. But his words tonight of his dear papa were delivered from the heart on behalf of the whole family. Fittingly, for a former Navy man, today's death gun salute included rounds fired at sea. This was HMS Montrose off the coast of Oman in the Arabian Sea, and this HMS Diamond in the English Channel, as well as locations on land. At Woolwich Barracks in London, the 41 rounds came from the same guns which had fired in 1947 on the day of Prince Philip's wedding to Princess Elizabeth. At all the locations today, the personnel had been given less than 24 hours' notice.
I would say probably about 50% of the soldiers were on leave from all over the country, all the way up in Scotland. So when the call goes out, everyone to head back. So it was, get back as soon as you can.
Be they soldiers, sailors or airmen and women, Britain's military wanted to honour a man who had served in the Royal Navy and fought at sea in the Second World War. And someone who might have gone to the very top of the Navy had his wife not acceded to the throne at such a young age. At Edinburgh Castle, overlooking the beautiful Scottish capital from which the Duke took his title, the order to fire was given by an army reservist who, in her day job, works in the NHS.
It's a big moment, it's a sad moment, feeling for the royal family. It's a member of their family that they've lost, but yeah, proud to be a part of the moment.
At Windsor Castle today, members of the Household Cavalry lined up outside to pay their respects to the Duke of Edinburgh. Inside, the Queen signed off the much revised plans for her husband's funeral, which will take place in a week's time. The Queen's visitors today included her children. Prince Edward drove out with his wife Sophie, the Countess of Wessex, who thanked the people who were asking after the Queen. You can just make out how she replied, "The Queen has been amazing." The Queen's only daughter, Princess Anne, was also seen driving away this evening. The family and their staff now have 7 days to prepare for Prince Philip's funeral. Chris Shipp, ITV News.